Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is up, YouTube? Tube. How y'all doing? It has been a minute. 2 weeks ago, me and my friends decided to participate in a convention going. We went to a convention, and that convention was called galaxycon. And there was Weird Al Yankovic there, and Matthew Lillard, and the whole cast of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Guys, pretty amazing stuff. I've been looking forward to this convention since either February or maybe a little bit later, but it was 2 weeks ago. I've been a little bit busy since. I've been meaning to make this. I did not get enough vlog footage in my entirety of being there, which was, it ended up being 2 days instead of the one that we originally planned on doing. I didn't get enough vlog footage at all to make a comprehensible video. So, I hope it's okay with y'all. We're going to be mashing up a little bit of me talking with some vlog footage of me talking at the convention. And there's some clips of other stuff as well. I have a lot to talk about. There's a lot that has been said about galaxycon online so far. So I'm just going to go through day by day, time by time, and just give y'all the breakdown of my experience at galaxycon. It was great. So we decided to go on Saturday, which might have been a bad idea because it was the most packed day of any convention Columbus, Ohio has ever seen. And we did get there a little bit late in the day, later than I would have liked, but it's okay. We got there at about 1:30. Both of the gigantic 6 to 8 story parking garages that were connected to the convention center, those were all marked as full. So we did some driving around. That should have been the first red flag, first of all. Some driving around. I did the driving and ended up finally finding a parking garage that wasn't full, one out of the 20 that exist in Columbus, and it was basically just like a parking lot, kind of. 15-minute walk from the convention center. Not that bad. We're walking. We began to notice, obviously, because we're trying to escape the freezing cold that is Ohio right now. We begin to notice that all of the entrances are shut and locked, and they're all marked with a sign that says, please use the main entrance. That's all right. That's fine. That's whatever. We get to the main entrance.
Is it like your meeting? Yeah.
It's the line to get in the building here.
My snot is turning to icicles.
I don't think we're gonna make it. Ooh. Yeah, the line was... It was pretty dastardly. I was in kind of warm clothes. It was normal clothes. Allison was not. Allison was dying, and so were the other people in line as well. I can imagine everybody was dying and wanted to be dead. I was on my knees praying. There was a Santa standing in line entertaining us. He was playing some guitar. So you may be wondering why. All right, why? Why does everybody have to go into one entrance, and why is there a big long ass line? It's because we all had to pass through the same set of these 2 metal detectors. We had to have our bags searched, and we had to have our props tagged with a zip tie. I still have mine, actually. Look! It chipped the paint off a little bit. And they put it on hella tight, so I cut off the tie part. And I haven't really gotten under there to, like, get this off yet. It's on there tight, but there's more on that later. All right, so we got in after waiting in this line for about 15 more minutes, and we had, our props tagged and our bags searched, and, we went through a metal detector, and if anybody at all remembers or watched my OhioCon vlog where the power completely went out in the exhibit hall.
Bryce Pappenbrook is right there, and the power just went the fuck out.
Well, at 3 p.m. on Saturday, that happened again. The lights are off. Oh my god. The cable turned off. It happened again, except this con is about 5 times more expensive than OhioCon is. OhioCon, they've been flopping. Lights off is expected for OhioCon. Lights off at GalaxyCon was an omen. Not to mention, on top of the power going out, this was probably, like I already said, the most packed convention. Probably just like the day, but like it was the most packed convention I've ever seen in my life. But I haven't been to, I've probably been to like 6 or 7 conventions. The exhibit hall in specific, which the room that the power went out in, had almost no room to move around in some areas. There was about like 3 feet of space in between booths in some corridors. In others, there was plenty of space, but then in others, I'm surprised nobody got crushed. But I know multiple people got hit in the face by Ash's angel wings. In my own opinion, they could have easily avoided having all of the booths crowded together in certain areas if they would have cut from the list all of the booths that were selling 3D printed and AI art, which nobody was buying. So the booths that were selling actual cool artist-made, the booths that were selling art made by real people were packed. And sometimes it was kind of impossible to get up to a booth to actually see the things that you wanted to see. That's neither here nor there. Minor inconvenience, I guess. Crowd control. Here's some footage of me next to a trash can. Hello, vlog. The vibes of this are way more overwhelming and packed on my eyebrows. I feel crazy. I feel deranged. I'm going to show you the traffic flow we got going on. It was so packed and overwhelming that we didn't really bother even trying to find events to go to. We didn't really participate in any events. We kind of just would walk around and go in and out the exhibit hall. It is sad that we didn't really do anything, but like it was probably for the best because it turns out that those conditions were not the best either. Another reason why we didn't really participate in anything, or I don't know, we just kind of got like antsy about it, is because it was kind of hard to get around the building. If you wanted to go from one end of the building to the other, you had to pass through another set of metal detectors and have your bag searched again, and that would be totally and completely fine if the bag searches weren't like completely like random shit. Like 99% of the time they would have you open your bag up for them, and they would just kind of take a peek into the top layer and then just sort of let you go on your way. Sometimes they would actually open it up and kind of sift through it and question you about things sometimes. And then there was one specific lady that had me remove my choker that I was wearing the second day and take off, all my accessories, empty all my pockets, because I set off the metal detector, which I'm pretty sure I have been doing the entire day. So, that was, out of all the people in my group, she had only had me to, only had me do those things. And it was like, just then. It never happened at any other point during the convention, so what the fuck is the point? Anyway, here are the only 2 clips that Ash and Allison got.
Just going on a solo adventure into the artist alley.
Thank you. Hi guys. galaxycon. It's loud. Here's my friends. It's loud. Yee-hoo!
My hair.
My hair. There's a chair over there and we want to go in that room, but they won't let us. Oh, okay, maybe they'll let us in. Yes! That's all.
So this next clip was recorded at 7:30 p.m. and I want you to keep that in mind when I talk about the dude that we encountered at this time, because he was probably the scariest man I've ever talked to or come across or watched. Really see a documentary in his future.
Hello. I'm bald. Actually, we're not. It has not gotten less busy or less overstimulating or any of that. But we have just kind of been chilling out most of the time. This is probably going to be such a very short vlog. Because everything going on. But it's so cool and fun.
Cool and fun.
Having the greatest time, but like feeling tweaked out and overstimulated at all times.
Yeah, we'll get into his meat and potatoes later.
What?
Y'all will know more about that man later, because I'm pretty sure he probably still has the pictures that So after I recorded that clip, all of this shit happened and we dealt with it. We got some cute pics, we split up, we went around and around and around, and we met so many fun and awesome people that made the entire experience worth it for me. And then finally at like midnight, the convention became breathable.
I'm relishing in how freaking empty it is right now.
This is what it felt like at Moxery, and I kind of miss it.
A little bit, yeah. It was like this level of busy. But it's like almost 1 a.m. Oh my god, my lipstick is so smudged. Everybody's separated. It's just me and Ash.
Me and Riley right now.
It's been like that twice today, and I'm starting to think it's a sign.
It's a sign. They don't want us.
They don't want us. We only want each other. I don't know if it's the ballroom.
I don't know. He said ballroom A.
That's right there.
Even then, after like 1 a.m., there were some random dudes walking around the convention that were like bothering women around the bar area. We witnessed it, and I didn't record any more from that day, unfortunately. But it was still, it just served as a reminder that the theme for galaxycon is sketchy death. Oh yeah, there was one more video that day. It was me. It was like a slow-mo of me in the back of the lift. So on Sunday, we decided to go back for God knows what reason. We decided to switch up cosplays and LobbyCon that day. We met up with our friends again. We could have easily gone the whole weekend and still gotten into the exhibit hall. Shh. But maybe not, because that was the day that security broke Allison's Chainsaw Man head just by like yanking and pulling on it. So the 2 clips that I have from this day are of us sitting right next to security in this like little area, because we actually got to park in the parking garage that day. So yeah, we're there next to security, and Ash is fixing the Chainsaw Man head and fixing me, and I finally talk a little bit about the creepo we met on Saturday. Yeah.
LobbyCon.
What do you mean? I don't know if I have my phone.
You as well, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Oh, yes. Yes, that is giving. That's giving. That's eating.
Oh, okay. This week has been okay.
I did leave my phone in the car. Need my bag.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I'll carry it through bag check again. Top level security in this bitch. Maximum security prison. Oh my god.
Right around the corner.
Yes, sir. You want to see me?
Wait, as I'm doing this, you should tell the story time of what happened yesterday.
Okay, guys, so yesterday there was a man that was walking around with a necklace and trying to get people to put it on so that he could take their picture right at chest level, and he was doing it to little girls. I told him no, and he wouldn't take no for an answer, and then he got Allison as a victim.
She made a police statement.
Yeah, she got the security, and then they went up to him, and he was immediately like, "I'm so sorry. I'm on my way out. I'm about to leave," before the conversation even started, according to the officer. So he was there just to take pictures of women's chests. It was really fun. Ash and I were sitting there for a while, just like watching him go from person to person to person. And
My hair picking out. I'm gonna get so mad right now. Hey guys.
I was about to be like, "Where's Karina?"
She went to go get her car. Her car.
She went to go get her car.
She's going to get her car. Excuse you.
I'm sorry. We're workshopping right now. We literally did no events yesterday. We walked around the artist alley
100 times.
and then we would go and sit down and make friends, and then we would go back to the artist alley, and then we'd make some more friends, and then we go and smoke, and then we go back to the artist alley. That was like all we did. So
And then we got so many people were being strange.
a lot of people were being strange, but we made a lot of friends yesterday too. Like, we had like a decent little, a decent little Chainsaw Man Kiki on the stairs. I got a lot of really good pictures. Thinking about shaving off my eyebrows.
You should. I love when people shave off their eyebrows.
It just looks fucked up with most cosplays. My eyebrows. I miss Karina. She's gone. Isaac's gone. Allison's gone.
Everyone's gone. It's just us.
It's always just me and Ash. That's how it's gonna be.
First, whenever I got home from the whole event and just kind of marinated in it, I was so focused on how much fun that I had with all of my amazing con friends, that whenever I saw all of the people straight up bashing galaxycon online, I was kind of like, it wasn't that bad. just keep in mind that it was probably the bigger and more popular convention out of all of the other conventions that I've been to. So I thought that most of the things that they were doing, pretty much like all of the things they were doing, I thought it was just normal for a big convention with big celebrities like Alfred Yankovic and Matthew Lillardson, allegedly. Things have gone pretty deep on this by now. Like I said, I'm very, very goddamn late. As far as there maybe being a class action lawsuit, I'm not sure. But security was not as nice and accommodating as security should be. With the props that they were tagging and zip tying, apparently they were mistaking walkers and canes, people's mobility devices that they use to move around and walk. They were zip tying those. They were mistaken. They thought they were weapons. The staff was apparently just very like rude and like unaccommodating in general, which I had not really interacted with the staff for the entire time, other than them not really enforcing the wristbands or being very nice in security. But there was also apparently no ADA line for disabled people whatsoever. Just a general lack of accommodation for any person living and breathing. Just fuck everybody. And the conditions for people who actually participated in the events, like the costume contest and the things like that, were apparently waterless and musty and not very fun, which defeats the point of a con. It's still really sad, and I wish that galaxycon could have been better, because as far as I know, this is a convention that tours across the country and goes to different states, and the celebrities go with them, and I feel like, you know, everything should be safer and better, obviously. Finally, the last thing I'm going to mention, I bought a wristband, but the $300-ish weekend badge that you got on a lanyard was a piece of paper unlaminated, if that tells you literally anything about how much planning or care went into this. I don't really know the reasoning behind why so many things went wrong, or why it was just so fucking bad. It might have been a curse. It might have been cursed by Raw. As of today, forever, I am probably not going to be spending my money on GalaxyCon. At the very least, not spending my money to go there. You know, kind of sneaking around. That's about it. My personal experience obviously did no justice and highlighting just how terrible the convention was for a lot of other people. It seems to be becoming a trend where a really fun convention that people go to for years and years will get bought out. I'm getting a call. Who's calling me? Who's calling? Keeps becoming a trend of new management buying really nice conventions. They become shitty. It's a thing that's happening. It's a plague. But to end this video, I'm going to give a little haul of all the things that I got, because we snuck in on Sunday. And that's when I spent all of my money, because it was not as packed. I got this print. And then I got this Chainsaw Man poster Ash bought for me. This little baby thing I got her from a blind box. Her eyes change. She's so cute. And then I got a bag of keychains. I got a shit ton of keychains. I got this Jinx keychain for my BF that I already gave to him, but then I got this duck one. It's for one of my friends. Don't freaking tell her. And then I got a cow one to match. And then Ash got a little catfish from me to match. This one is magical. Look at that. You could not have created a more perfect object for me if you tried. The power one with her little thing. And then Link. And I don't know where the freak my Echo is. I got Jinx and Echo to match with each other. And I don't know where the freak my Echo keychain is. The final thing that I got though, Ash got this for me as well. Little air freshener for my BF. I got him a Pochita air freshener from the same booth. Fuck with me. So, you know, like I said in the beginning, had a lot of fun, made a lot of really good memories. But galaxycon, stop getting feet finder users.